of the National Football League. And we've got the Seahawks Offensive Player of the Year. He's coming off an incredible effort with over 200 yards rushing a week ago. It's the Seahawks and the Cardinals, and it's all up next.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Today it's a Week 14 matchup, which should be a good one, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the former Heisman Trophy winner back in 2016. Always a handful to contain, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Holding offense.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The drive will start with an option going left. The quick feet by Jackson. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down. From the gun, Jackson. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards that time, and a first down on the keeper. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Jackson running again, and holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Trayvon Walker. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They punted 3 times in the loss last week. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And for how good he is throwing the ball, so dangerous. He had a couple of touchdowns on the ground in last week's game, so we'll see what they dial up for him for this one.
They go play action with Richardson. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Richardson to throw off play action. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now it's Richardson. Eluding the pressure, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Jackson. He gets this one to Hubbard, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson, option right. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down, Arizona.
Now it's Jackson. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this unit knows exactly where they rank. They're number 2 against the pass in the NFL. You know they have their sights set on being number 1. Looking for a big game today.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Dotson in motion right. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 20, here's the 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Touchdown, Cardinals! Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's Deebo Samuel who caps things with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, it's Dawson on to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They're guarding against the upset.
The Seahawks at 8-4 now in the year. They've gone a full couple of months now since their last loss. Winners of 8 in a row.
And we always talk about how a team has to play complementary football in order to really be a good squad. But I think in this league, if your offense isn't playing really well as this one is, you're not going to run off this kind of a streak.
At the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Just need a yard here. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Here's Richardson to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
At the Cardinals' 16-yard line.
Now Richardson. He finds his man, complete. It's Conkrum. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Jalen Phillips. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Deebo Samuel trotting out with his offense to start this next drive. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with the touchdown.
Yes.
You're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays, so let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They'll set up the screen here for Hubbard. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
But from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Richardson off the play fake. That ball caught by Campbell. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Richardson to the air on 1st down. A quick throw, but incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, Richardson. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals as we eke closer and closer to intermission. Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
The throw over the middle taken in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To the right side here, caught by Kincaid. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in the field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here now, 2nd and 4. Jackson now. Out left to Dotson. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. And defense, do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. And his kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. And they'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, here's Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start out with Hubbard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. And out across midfield down to the 45.